EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The perennial Pro Bowler Justin Tucker has it on the tee. And off we go here in Baltimore. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Right to the air, it's Hurts. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking up. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of the Ravens has it. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the 1st down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on 2nd, and it gets even worse. If they can't protect the quarterback and they can't get him some easy completions, it just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
Going up top and looking for Flowers.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 4th down, on comes the 7-time Pro Bowler Justin Tucker for the Ravens field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
So here is the former Giant. It's Saquon Barkley. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Dotson, the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
Hurts working in the pistol. He's got it at about the 8. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal. A tight end in motion now. Here's Barkley, and that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Justice Hill to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. A 1st down throw for Jackson. It's caught. That's Deontay Johnson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. A throw on the move is caught.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Aguilar goes off in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. That's complete to the veteran, Nelson Aguilar. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And this will be knocked down. It's incomplete, but there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They run with the longtime Titan. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. That lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Taking off, he'll try to get there. One quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
Short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A pistol snap back to Hurts. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
That one pulled in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Hurts will work here from the pistol. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles extend their lead to 10-6.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. A deep shot for Aguilar. That's caught. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play, but I think that's going to be holding on the offense. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Ravens cut the deficit down to 1.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. 1st down, Philadelphia. Man in motion is Smith. Hurts to the air on 1st down. He keeps it himself. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, That's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Hurts again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area. You have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown. And after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Now, Jackson. This one on target for Johnson. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and short, Jackson. Coming up, and that's the tight end likely. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
It's the tight end likely in motion. Going to go right back to Henry. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
3rd and long for Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Jackson. Open man is Johnson. He's got him. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. He's going to have that 1st down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return is Rodgers. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. That's to the right side. Caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, two things need to happen. One, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Hurts will try it again. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. To the air again. Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up the key 3rd down? For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Give him 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. They'll run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
On third down, it's Hurts. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll set up fourth down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. They send Britton Covey back deep. This brought in out past the 20. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll run here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick to the ground. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Philadelphia.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive.
And he will go all the way. Dallas Goedert, touchdown, Eagles. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the gun, Jackson.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. The motion man is Johnson. The second down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here's Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll drop to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It is 2nd down and 5. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake. Jackson. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Barkley. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. One last shot now for Jackson. That is caught at the 3. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. And this game is over. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.